Most of the Italian people that live in Boston, North End, call it gravy.
It's a new kind of Yankees-Red Sox rivalry.
Oh, yeah? Yeah!
Yankees-Red Sox scratch games from the Connecticut Lottery.
Hey, Frankie. I ordered the chicken parm with extra cheese.
Annie, today's your lucky day, because I've got a deal for you. How about if I give you this sandwich filled with oven from the oven, and you agree to go out with me?
How about this, Frankie? I'll agree to pay you double for the sandwich, and you'll agree to leave me the frig alone!
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Tromboni, where are you on family values?
He's for him.
Thank you very much.
The real tape of Frank Imbergamo, right?
Yep, that's right.
That's a great reel tape,
thank
and
you very
that
much.
sells you to prospective casting directors,
Yeah.
and directors, and producers, and whoever wants to take a look at your work. All right?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it was excellent. Yeah, the guy did a good job. The guy
Yeah, I thought so.
was very professional, and I have to add on some of the newer movies, so I have to adjust that eventually.
Right, stay up to
Like
date.
American Hustle, The Black Mass will be coming out, and I'll put that all in there, and I'll take some off. You want to keep it short, you know. If you get a reel, and directors like Jim will tell you, Chris, they don't want to see anything long.
No.
They want to see it 2
No,
minutes.
they
and
want to
see it.
just see
Yeah.
you, and you've done
So-
an enormous amount of work, though. In the what,
Yeah, I've
42,
been-
40, both of you,
Yeah,
41,
we've both
42.
been in about 40 movies each, both of us.
And Jim, you've been in a lot.
Jim's
of
been in
them.
a lot.
God, yeah.
And that's what you do when you come into this business. You want to make a reel, just to show what you can do. It's not that
And how
hard.
you appear on film.
That's right.
Right,
And
right.
a lot of people hire you for that.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
think the
Frank
casting
got a
companies
lot of-
know, they know us too, you know, see,
Right. Yep.
we go in all the films because we're dependable, we know where to go, what to wear, you know, show up in time and be very, very professional. So that's why they call us. A lot of people ask us, how come you guys go in all the movies and I don't get called, you know? So like, we do our job well.
Yeah.
And,
No
there's
complaints.
You know, no complaints, so we
No
do a job
complaints.
well. So it's easy it's a win-win situation.
Right.
You know, so.
617-708-3280, 617-708-3280. Last show of 2014. We're still in our season, our series here, and this is going to continue right up until the summer. But it's the last show of 2014, and we thought we'd have a little Christmas motif here, Jim.
I wore the
a little bit.
Christmas colors.
You like the
did.
Christmas colors, and it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
However, it's the beginning of the year in January. We have a few things coming up here, right?
Yeah,
In February.
that's what I was
March.
talking about earlier,
Yeah.
about the movies coming in. And like a lot of people think it's hard to get into them. It's not that hard at all. You go on to bostoncasting.com on the website, and you'll see it, and just put in for it. We got another phone call, John. Go ahead.
Can we have your question, please?
Yeah, hi guys.
Hi.
I'm talking to Frank and Chris, and I was wondering if they'd consider coming back on the John Fahey show to do a cooking show. I think they're funny, I like them, and I hope they'd consider that.
Well, thank you. Jim and I would have to go out and bring in all sorts of cooking paraphernalia in here, Jim. I'm not sure if you and I are.
We have
We could bring some
we do
prepared
that? I don't-
stuff in.
Jim and I would have to do
Prepared.
all of
They
that.
could
but
bring
We could
prepared
prepare and
stuff.
they
Some
can
prepared
sample. They can
stuff.
taste
we
test.
could,
Yeah.
I could make
we
a
could
tray
do
of
that.
meatballs
but
and
Jim and I
pasta and-
standing here with the chef's hat on. Well, we could do that.
do that.
You guys can make a sub. We'll bring some cold cuts.
That's
We could
right.
do that.
That's right.
We could do that.
could make some
But actually,
tuna.
to the caller, and in all seriousness, folks, in all seriousness, cooking shows, if you watch cable, and the previous caller had mentioned this as well, you see many cooking shows.
Yeah,
it's
it's on now.
very, very popular.
Many-
We got
many
another
cooking show.
call,
Okay.
John, right? He's talking about cooking.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, seeing how it is the end of the year, 2014,
Right.
I'd just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh, thank
and
you.
success for 2015.
Thank you.
very, very
God
much.
bless you.
Good.
Thank you.
That's
And
nice.
Jim and I and Frank and Chris wish all of our viewers a very happy new year and many more of them too. 617-708-3280, 617-708-3280. Again, thanks to all of the people here at BNN TV, thanks to all the people here at Comcast that help bring this program into your homes. Believe me, folks, I don't do this by myself. Believe me when I say that. We have a lot of people that help us do this. We want to thank all of the people here at the studio and the people that actually are involved with the technical aspect that have done this for the whole year to make sure that, and Ted Lewis too, to make sure that this show comes into your home, it comes into your, it used to be television, your internet, your iPod, and wherever else that you watch the show. I mean, virtually anywhere worldwide.
And we wouldn't be able to do it if we don't have the tax incentives.
Right, and we wouldn't be able to do that.
That's the most important thing.
Right, and that means to contact your local rep, now not your congressional rep or your congressional senators, but your local reps and your local senators, and say, look, we want to make sure that these movies come back and they continue to shoot here in the Bay State. Right. Vote for the tax credits because we want the movies to stay. It's a win-win situation, folks. Not only do you see the movies made here bring in money, but people outside the state see it and they come and visit, and it's great for tourism. Can we have your question, please? Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine. So first of all, I love you guys. I love how you representing everything. I think you guys are perfect for the pizza maker, everything. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, Jim does a good job in co-hosting the show, and we enjoy. And yeah, we both enjoy doing it, right, Jim?
Yeah, we do. We look forward to it.
And John, we've been friends for years, and I'm so happy to see this show. We acted together in the Christmas long time ago, 1995.
Yes. The young lady, if I may say so, the young lady that's calling right now, her son's, if I'm not mistaken, your son's an actor too, right?
Right.
Your son's involved too. Yeah, your son's involved too. The young lady that I talked about, I had the pleasure of being on stage. I have a somewhat of a theatrical background too. I was on stage with this young lady 20 years ago. I was just young and handsome. 20 years ago, I was on stage with, 20 years ago I was on stage, and actually, and that the TV show was just starting here. We were doing a political show at the time. It was all politics. It had nothing to do with entertainment. We were starting the political show at that time over in the Roxbury Mall, and then of course everything moved here. But since we've done that, since we moved here and we've done the entertainment show, Jim and I have had an enormous amount of actors, an enormous amount of people that came on that talked about the movie industry, the television industry, the entertainment industry in general. And as you well know, the people that have come on, and I mean this sincerely, not one, and I suspect the same with you, not one didn't wear like 30 hats. They were doing everything from producing and directing and writing, being in the film, being on stage, doing television. They were involved with every aspect of the business because that's what people do when they're in the business.
That's great, right?
So how are you doing? Are you doing well? You still there? Okay, well, thank you very much for calling. That was a great compliment. But it's true, right?
Right. Everybody does everything. They direct now. They write. They do everything. They do the camera work. They do everything now. Audio. You said you did audio and stuff.
I'm a showrunner. You know, they use this term in Hollywood, showrunner.
What is that exactly?
So a showrunner is the person that does all the aforementioned, what you just said, casting and the writing and all that.
Got another phone call.
Except on a micro scale. So
I'll talk radio too. The radio.
Can we have your question, please?
Jordan Show.
Hi, this is Helen Fitzpatrick.
Hi, Helen.
And I just wanted to say happy holidays to you, John, and your staff, who has done a wonderful job all year, and I look forward to you in 2015.
Well,
happy holidays.
Same to you. Helen, happy holidays, and many more of them. Thank you so much for calling, and thank you so much for watching the show. It's important to watch the show and get some information about what's happening.
Yes, it is. I get good information.
Great. And
thank you.
And Jim, so 2015 is promising, right?
Right, and we talk about the tax incentives for one second, John. Our rep is now the mayor of Boston.
Right, Martin Wall. We're going to do a show with him at some point.
And he is a big tax incentive guy. He's a big movie guy, loves what we're doing. He loves the movies to come here. He even wants more movies to come here.
Right.
So that's when you say how important the tax incentives are, and they're very important.
It's extremely important.
And he's in forefront. He's in front of everybody. He goes to the meetings now and talks about them. I've been into one of his meetings in Dorchester. He talks about the movie business. I talked to him about it, and now it's going to come to fruition that more movies are coming here because of people.
I look forward to you and I having him on the program at some point, maybe in the new year. We were trying to get him on a couple of months ago, but the scheduling, and he was going to come up, but the scheduling was just his first year. He's been so busy. But all sorts of things happen. You were talking about a showrunner.
Yeah, being the showrunner, and even on a micro scale as a web series, it gives you the experience of doing that stuff, of casting and of writing.